Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I literally just finished watching Hamza's most recent video about complacency and the trap of complacency, and he is so right, Like, he is bang on the fact that I have just been getting complacent. Or putting it this way, I got comfortable in this routine. I got comfortable in having the privilege of living at home with my parents, not having bills to pay, not having responsibilities, not having a kid or anything like that to look after, not having a family or anything else. I got complacent in living at home with my parents, and I kind of had a job because I technically was employed by this company, but it's purely commissions based and it wasn't yielding any profits. So, and that was down to my own fault. And yeah, I've just this whole year, since August, since I started self improvement August last year, because yeah, August last year, was off the back of a bad relapse, and I found out the channel and started doing self improvement, started doing weightlifting, and the journaling and everything else that came later in that winter. But I've gotten comfortable with this routine. It's gotten easy. It's gotten easy in some sense. I can get up at 5 pretty consistently. I can journal in the morning pretty consistently. I can pretty consistently bang out my tasks. Do Duolingo, do the micro expressions analysis training. I might do a video on that. I might do a video on like the body language stuff I've learned through work as well, because it's been kind of interesting. But more importantly, man, I've just been getting so comfortable. I've never had it so good. It's almost like I've been on a holiday in a sense. I didn't want to get back into work. I didn't want to get back into working, and I didn't want to get back into working because I didn't want to be I didn't want to be uncomfortable. I had an excuse, not to deal with people because I was already working in this job that was remote. I already had an excuse not to go out into the world and engage with people. I had an excuse to become a recluse, essentially, And I didn't challenge myself. And that really impacted me because it's just stunted me in a way. It's really stunted me. But at least I'm rectifying that now. I've got like several interviews lined up next week, and one I've got in person. So I'm going out in the world again, and I've just taken this whole year to kind of realise I need to get back out there again. COVID kind of stilted some things as well, but I can't blame it on everything, It fell down to me, and I kind of used COVID as an excuse. I used COVID as a fucking excuse, not have to interact and engage with people, and I've kind of just coasted off the tails of that, I've coasted off the tails of this work that I'm doing, and I spin so many tall stories of this current role, but it's not making money, it's not making a profit. I don't believe in the business, and I've got to move on from it. I've just been getting so comfortable, man. It's like I've been on holiday. It's almost like I've been on holiday in a sense, right? I'm not making any money. Like, I've been on benefits, I was looking for work, but I was on benefits, and I was kind of just playing around with it, really, I didn't even want to find work, in a sense, I was always just kind of putting it off because I didn't want to get uncomfortable. I didn't want to get uncomfortable. I didn't want to get into a situation where I'd feel any difficulty, And I got easy. I could hit my habits, but I wasn't hitting my goals. So my goals are retire my parents by the time I'm 30. Leave next year to basically do what Hamza's doing. I want to leave home next year and travel as a digital nomad, or anything in that kind of capacity, maybe. I want to have my own property by the time I'm 30 as well. I want to at some point become a yoga teacher, even a meditation teacher, and whether that will take some accreditation or training. I'd love to go over to India and actually train to be a yoga teacher and be properly taught like yoga. That would be a goal to do by 30 as well. I want to go back and do a master's as well. Well, I say that, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But I've got these goals, man, and I've not really been working towards them. I want to have my dream body, I want to look like Hamza, I want to fucking shrink these man boobs down, I want that as well. And I guess I have been working on them, but those are background goals. They're just going to take time and consistency. I mean, I've only recently just started up my workouts to 5 days a week, So I've just been comfortable at home, safe, with not having to pay a bill or an income because my parents are, quite frankly, saints, But now this relapse has forced their hand, and say you got to find that paying work who'll get out the house, I know for a fact if I'm kicked out of the house, I'm gonna get so much worse, because then there'll be nothing stopping me from using drugs. I'd get some shitty job, I have some shitty apartment, I'll be living the rest of my life working a shitty job I don't like, just so I can get money for drugs and pay, and that would be my life. I know that would be. I know how bad it can get because I've been in that situation before when I was in university my second year. It was literally a life spent waking up, immediately smoking weed until 12 o'clock, and then I had to go down to work at the pub I used to work at the pub, finish at the pub, come back home, smoke weed, and go to bed. And just the fucking cycle again and again. And just while at work, just waiting, killing time until I can next go back home to smoke weed. And then constantly, going off to my dealer, waiting for him to come, the fucking chase, the adrenaline rush I used to get from like waiting, oh shit, is my dealer gonna come? Every time a fucking police car would go by, I lived this bizarre fucking life where the drugs didn't get me high, but it was more waiting for the drugs. It was more like the actual getting of the drugs got me high by that point. The drugs themselves didn't do shit for me by that point. I was smoking so much. I've been so fucking comfortable, man. My parents, bless them, they did everything for me, and I can kind of justify it and say that this has kind of been good for my mental health, but not really. It's actually been a shoot myself in the foot by being at home and being so comfortable and not having to actually work properly, not having an actual 9-to-5 job. I'm going into recruitment consultancy, and that's gonna be long hours, but it's gonna fucking pay. And I'm gonna need to get fucking paid because I want to get like a fucking, I want to get lighting, I want to get proper camera, I want to hire an editor, I want someone to do thumbnails, I want fucking, I want videos coming out as regularly as Hamza's channel, but to a higher quality. Because I'm old, I'm 26, I'm not gonna learn to do video editing. I'll pay someone to do it, and the way I'm gonna pay someone well to do it is if I can afford to do it, and that's gonna require getting a good paying job. And it's exciting as well, I'm finally able to start my life. I've just been putting off because I'm scared, and I had excuses, and I could say, oh, my mental health, I'm just at home, and it's better for my mental health. It's not really. It's actually quite shit for my mental health being at home so much, being so fucking incapacitated. I need to go out there in the world and live my life, not just sit here and be comfortable, man, because that has been really killing me. I'm just so grateful I watched that video of Hamza's, and I'll link it below. It puts the recent one about complacency, and yeah, I need to keep grinding. If I don't, because there's a bit of me that wants to push back against what Hamza's, and there's a bit of me that says, oh, no, I could be comfortable. Even when he was talking about meditation, he was saying like, if you've been meditating for 20 minutes a day, go on like a Vipassana retreat, and I was like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe that's not right. But like, I could do an hour a day. I could definitely go for a meditation retreat. I'm weightlifting. I could definitely go into some sort of thing. I've always been saying I want to get back into BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've just never bothered. Well, when I'm earning, there's nothing going to stop me from getting a membership. When I'm earning, there's nothing going to stop me from moving to London and have my own property. I get my own property, definitely in London, with this kind of money I'm making. Hell, I could have my own podcast studio. Why the fuck not? Like, what's stopping me? I've got every chance now, and I need to get uncomfortable. I need to get uncomfortable because I've been comfortable for too long, and that comfort has yet led to me relapsing 3 times on drugs. And not like a relapse just by taking a high. A relapse is in like I'll go into the woods and sit there and fucking smoke cannabis until I run out or all the money runs out. That's the kind of relapse it is. That's how bad it gets. I'll go and make myself voluntary homeless. I'll sit out there in the rain or the thunder or whatever, just to get high because that's who I am. Because I'm an addict. Yep, because I'm an addict, I can also get addicted to the good shit. Addicted to goal setting, addicted to achieving my goals, Addicted to success. That's what I need right now. That's what I really need. Anyways, guys. So good to be back, man. I'm so glad I'm getting uncomfortable. Anyways, you take care. Remember, choose purpose over pleasure.